long field exercise with the 28th Combat Support Hospital.
Ooh.
And a combat support hospital is kind of lame. I mean, they do amazing things, but they are stationed way to the rear of where the action is because it takes them 3 full days to set up.
Oh my gosh.
It's a huge organization.
Thank you. Podcast, War Stories. It's a pretty good one. All right, camera. There's a Deese right there. I gotta get organized. Let me take this picture real quick. He didn't even fight. That's good, 20 inches maybe. Could have used this the other day. Come on now. Well, 18 and a half. 18.75. Where's my phone? Might get 19 out of him. Yes, 19. Right. Nice 19-incher. What I'm doing is just, they started to school around, so I always keep, like, when I know there's going to be schooling fish, I always keep a dead fluke, which is like an old plastic fluke that I had that I don't use. It's all torn up. I save them. And then when they're blowing up, sometimes that's the only thing they'll eat. Sometimes they're stupid aggressive. You can throw anything in there and they'll smack it. But the dead fluke is a really good presentation because, oh, there they are. A lot of them, when they're schooling, there's a deadfall. Like they spit fish up, they knock them around, and they fall down dead, float down to the bottom dead. So they're used to seeing that. So I always try to have a dead fluke. Usually they'll smack it as soon as it hits the water, but if I just know they're around there, I just sit there and watch the line. You'll see the line. It's like saltwater fishing, like you floating out a shrimp or something. You just watch that line, goes doot, runs off. Don't keep the drag super tight because I just have like a drop shot hook, but it's kind of a beefy one. I don't like those like ultra finesse drop shot hooks that are really small. Those things get straightened out. Just letting it float down there. Give it a jerk every once in a while. I'm seeing them swim around on my live scope, but I'm also seeing them not care at the same time. So I'm not gonna. That's what I said when I got this. I'm not gonna be one of those people that just sit there and chase a fish around. If I see them, I'm up for it. See if they blast it. Watch the line, not the graph. It's very important because I'll grab it and spit it out a lot of times. Oh, I think I just got hit. One swim. They're all around. They're all looking at it. Some keeps blowing up under one of those docks over there. They've got the water. I hope they're not getting ready to do this stupid drawdown here. When they draw these lakes down, and they don't do it every year, they'll do like a small drawdown, let the dock owners clean up around the house, around their property and stuff. But sometimes they'll like drain like a crap ton of water out, and both boat ramps are inaccessible for like a month. And it's the most annoying thing. And I heard that they heard they were gonna do it this year. They didn't do it last year, they did it the year before. And then when they fill the lake back up, everything's freaking weird for like 2 weeks. It's got a weird color of water, and fish don't want to bite. Like when they draw it down this year, I've got to find a way to get on this lake. Might end up just dragging a kayak across the rocks to get in. They're feeding over there. Sometimes when you see bubbles come up, spread out bubbles, they're down there crushing bait. Come on now. I better put my phone away before I kick it in the water. Got to keep to a routine. Oh, blowing up right in front of me. Here's the dead fluke. That's why it works. Oh, come on, this guy's doing backflips. It's gonna make an extreme liar out of me. Literally doing backflips. All you can do is laugh. That happens on the smallmouth waters all the time. Come on now. I know you see it. You know what's funny is like when a squirrel gets over like gets in a tree over the dock with the tin roof and then just starts murdering acorns, and it just sounds like it's just raining acorns off this guy's roof, like ding ding ding. There he is. Oh, put it right in the tree. Good job. Got a big one on the dead fluke. Stay on. Oh yeah, it's coming up. Stay out of the motor. He's under the boat. Oh gosh, there he is. On the dead fluke. Oh smokes. That is a giant. Look at that guy. He might go 20. Oh, he's hooked. Let me organize. He's just getting ready to start throwing a bug on the wall. Turn the dang camera off. I'm doing good. Doing good today. This is a good one. Might be another 19-incher. Might be another 19-incher. This is how they usually get hooked, like right on the top of the mouth there. And all you gotta do is like literally get the freaking hook out. Not even hooked. Yeah, it's an 18. It's a good one. We're on a bag. 2 19s and an 18. I didn't scope any of them. Just throwing in the blow-ups. This is a Kitech fluke. Got a bunch of these. My mom lives in Fort Pierce, and there's this freaking awesome tackle shop there. Shoot, what's the name of it? If you message me, I'll get the name of it. It's, you know, saltwater, but they have the best bargain bin like you've ever seen, and it sits in the middle of the store and it's big. And I go there, and there's things in there like owner hook. Everything's like half price or 40% off or half price. Owner trebles, like just tons of good stuff in there. And they had like 50 packs of Kitex. They had this color and the blue color. And I don't know, they were real, like, I guess some of the pack, I don't know, they were like covered in the in the slime, the oil that they put on them. I guess the package leaked or whatever. And shoot, I bought like 20 packs of each. I mean, it was a bargain of the century. They're great flukes. They're not as good as a boiled Zoom Super Fluke because that's cheaper and it has more body, but they're good. This is just a good all-around fluke. I'm trying to see one swimming out there. Like, I don't know what to throw at them. They're not eating the minnow. I got one to come and eat a shaky head. I saw him. It was small. He jumped off at the boat. All right, let's see if they'll eat this minnow. I see the minnow. No, that's a fish. Oh, fish is right behind it. Literally right behind it. Let me throw a shaky head on. That's what I'm trying to learn. What's a good bait when you know they're out there and they don't want this or they've seen too many of these? Eagle hunting.
Next book, he was already a best-selling author. He's written a whole
You must see a bass. Here he goes.
And
oh, did he get it?
Too. So these cops and detectives
I think he got it.
Talking to him. He's one of their own.
That was
when he
cool.
Showed up on the scene, he said, "This is my next book, but it's got to be solved first."
Is he going there and eating it?
It's got to be solved.
Wonder what he got.
It was later one of the.
He sees another one. Oh, he just dropped it.
Forward years later, after Jay Smith had been in prison on death row for quite a bit of time, saying,
"What's he doing?"
You know, I was paid $50,000 to make sure that
caught a fish.
there was an arrest on.
And then he picked it up. He went over to the tree.
Who was he paid by? By the officer.
He bit it, and then he just dropped it just now.
That doesn't look good for your case either. So eventually, what happens is Dr. Jay Smith gets released.
Maybe he didn't like it.
Years on death row.
Maybe it was a pike.
Eventually, he would pass away in 2000. And under, of course, a clout.
True crime. I'm having a good day. I mean, I caught 2 19s and an 18. That was cool. An eagle.
I wasted a lot of time. The first place I went, fishing 2 shell. I mean, 2
Oh.
And when I
Holy
went shallow,
smokes.
towards the end of the day, and I
Holy smokes. Oh, there's a giant.
The place I went the next day, the turnover had already happened there because it was a shallower lake. And then,
That's a big one.
And then the one thing that I expected to see the lake I was at the previous day.
Fluke in the flats.
Yeah, exactly. 100%. Right? Look at the bass underneath that.
Yeah. And when I went to that one, I was like, oh, okay.
Okay,
Like,
come on.
That's like what it's supposed to look like.
Alright, camera. Oh, that was a good one. You freaking first cast in there. Smack the Fluke. This would be a 20-incher. This going 20 right here. Skinny. Long and skinny.